So here we are back again for our second episode of our show Why Not, where we talk about being a success and enjoy life.
That's right. Dragomir, I'm Christian, and we're happy to talk to you about what to do in the storm today. And I think that's such a relevant topic, of course, being in the time and the season that we are in. It's not preparing for the storm to come, it's what to do in the storm when the storm is already a reality.
That's
so
right.
The first point that we would like to talk to you about today is planning your finances and how to budget. So maybe Drago, you can give us some thoughts on that.
Yeah, we are actually living in a very special time. So it's some unique situation we have never been in before, and it takes unique action. So to go through a storm, so we call it a storm, but it's actually a very unique situation we are in.
Yes.
So to get through it, we have to have certain planning.
That's right.
And to go through it, we have to have our finances in order.
Yes.
So we have to be very careful to go through that without losing the balance.
Absolutely. Because it's not business as usual. We all know that.
No, it's not life as usual, I would
Yes.
say. It's very
Indeed.
different. Yes, so budgeting is very important for our life. And no matter if we have a little budget or big budget,
Yes.
we still need to have discipline.
Yeah, the principles are the same.
The same, yeah.
I think it's, of course, fairly obvious to say that looking at budgeting, one of the first things we want to do is organize ourselves so that we know how to plan correctly, right? I think
Right.
organization is so important. A lot of people want to jump into planning before actually organizing. And it's so much easier and more effective when you plan after first organizing yourself, organizing your finances, knowing what is the expenses that you do have, knowing exactly, you know what's the money that's coming in that what you can rely on. Of course, that's something else to consider more than ever. What is your reliable finances, and what is finances that perhaps that's not reliable? Then to plan on the reliable finances and completely exclude the non-reliable finances, for instance. But organizing yourself is the step one of planning, I would say. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And some people may think that, there are people with a big budget and they don't need to plan.
Yes.
Which is wrong, because you can have a big budget or small budget, but if you don't have the right proportions,
Correct.
then you can be in danger.
Yes, yes.
So you can have a very limited budget and still live nice and safe life, or you can have a big budget and being in danger.
In debt or in more trouble than a person with a
So-
smaller budget.
Or you can say, well, now I will be disciplined, but when I go up and I have a big budget,
Then you don't have to worry.
then it's okay. But it's not right. So when you are disciplined with a small amount, it will be the same when you have a big amount.
Yes.
And it's very important to have the right proportions. So if we can talk about what proportions we need to have.
Yeah.
So first of all,
Yes.
the most important is to take care for your daily needs, for your
Yes.
family, so that you can be sure that you can go through the storm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be prepared.
Be
That's
prepared
the big
and
thing.
to be sure that you have enough to live, you have enough for products, for electricity, for very simple basic things.
Yes.
Because in the time of storm you may not have opportunity to go buy something, or you have to be ready for extraordinary situation,
Yeah.
because we don't know what will happen in the future.
Yes.
So we have to have certain amount set aside. I would say, if possible, we need to have a certain amount to be able to live with for a certain period of time without having any income.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important.
It's finding out what is the minimum. I believe what is the minimum expense that you have to spend
Yes.
just to take care of things. So you of course have your priorities in place, take care of those, and plan for the unexpected. I think that is ultimately on this. When we talk about planning, the purpose for planning is to be ready for the unexpected. And the unexpected is obviously what is not expected.
Absolutely.
It's not things that we can say, well, I have enough of this and that, but it is being ready for those things that we do not expect. Which, you know, of course, everyone knows in this situation, there is so many possible unexpected situations that might occur, unexpected things that might happen, whether it is in business or outside of business, personal, in every area of our lives. There's always the possibility of unexpected things, and most likely unexpected things will happen. So therefore, you know, even if you don't plan always, it's important to have a plan in place. Because even I think something I've experienced when planning personally is when I come up with a plan, I realize things that I normally wouldn't. I would realize, hey, this is actually so unnecessary. I don't know why I'm actually doing this. Or reconsidering certain expenses. There's things we do from habit, but it's actually so necessary, and we could so better, you know, prioritize and plan our financial plan better if we actually stop and just look at everything. Like we said, step one would be to organize, then to put a plan in place, see what's, like you said, priority,
right,
and for the purpose of being able to be ready as we can be for unexpected situations.
Yeah, planning and budgeting is like you're turning a light to your money, and then you can see that, oh, there is a link there, some money goes away, and I have to fix that.
The cracks and the leaks you gotta fix up, otherwise the water...
Otherwise, if you don't make that planning and that budgeting, you don't have a picture of how the money are spent, then you don't know that there is a link. So it's good to manage to maintain the budget.
That's right.
Yes.
That's so important. Planning is absolutely important, because if you're planning, you're setting yourself up for success. If you don't plan, you're setting yourself up for, you know, unexpected things to happen in a way that it's really gonna be bad for you.
So actually, if we are managing our money, we are in control of our life. If we just leave the money like this, then someone else is controlling our life. Maybe the ads from the TV controlling our life. Someone who wants to take our money for something. He wants to spend our money for his product, but is it necessary at the moment?
What we're talking about is being very preserved, being careful, being extra cautious and safe in the current situation, because we are talking about what to do in the storm, right? That means to be safe, conservative in many ways, but that doesn't mean to be passive and not do anything and just wait for the storm to pass.
No, not at all.
This means, all right, in this situation, which opportunities can I see? Which opportunities can I find also for when the storm passes? Because a storm always passes. It doesn't stay the same. You know, this is a season that we're in. It's a difficult time. There's a lot going on, but it is for a time. Things are constantly changing, and it has been changing ever since day one. You know, so whatever the crisis, whatever the situation we're in, we have something I say a lot is, this too shall pass. You know, it's for a time. So what can I do to be ready for when this passes and things change? Am I ready with a solution to a problem that will occur during this time? Because when there's a storm, problems occur. And when problems occur, opportunities arise.
Right. Yes. Yes. So a storm is a unique period of time when new needs appear. And we can find a way to meet the needs of other people. And new opportunities appear. The whole infrastructure of the business is changed. So if we are proactive, if we find a way to help our people, that will give us advantage.
And it gives us something to live for other than just reading the news and worrying about everything that's wrong. When you put your attention towards something, it also takes your attention off the wrong things.
Right.
So when you focus on the right things, things that are positive, or like you're saying now, opportunities. If you're driven to focus and look for opportunities, you're going to be too busy, you know, with something that's positive, that you won't be spending time on negative things, complaining and worrying about things that you can't change in any case. I mean, it's good to be updated with the news, regulations, restrictions, and all that stuff. But that's that. If you continually consume information and things that is negative, it's going to influence you, and honestly you can't really change anything about that other than to tell it to the next guy and complain to the next guy, which it doesn't help at all. So what, and that's one of the things that limit people. I mean, it limits people is when people consume negative things, as just as a habit, leaving the television on, running the news 24/7, and all you hear in the back, subconsciously you are continually hearing negative news, more things to worry about, more things to stress about, and the things that we consume through our eyes, our ears, and what we expose ourselves to, those things limit us. Those things influence our lives. So like I said, yes, it's good to be updated with the relevant news and information, but other than that, put your focus on the positive things. Look for opportunities. Do things that improve yourself, that positively affect you and helps you to spend your energy on productive things rather than complaining and only worrying about things that you can't change in any case.
So we can say that the first point was to budget.
Yeah, budget and plan, and get your house in order.
Yeah, and then we go to the second point, which is being proactive.
Yeah.
Looking for opportunities.
That's right. Don't be passive. Don't wait for the storm to pass.
Yeah.
Take the time and be proactive and do what you can.
So in the middle of a storm, in the middle of crisis, it's not time for being passive. It's time for
That's right.
looking for opportunities or preparing for the opportunities that will come after the
like
storm.
we said, with every problem, there's opportunity.
And even in the midst of the storm, there are certain needs that appear that has never been there before.
Exactly. I mean, if you just look at, for instance, if you think about, if you anticipated, the current situation with the pandemic and the COVID-19, etc., and you started working on a plan like, okay, it's locked down, but I mean, sometime they're going to start opening businesses slowly but surely, but yet there's still going to be a risk. There's going to be a risk factor to take into consideration. If you, in that time, started preparing, for instance, for a company, and I'm saying this because I know a friend back in Cape Town that actually did this. They did that. They saw the opportunity whilst in lockdown. I thought, okay, things are going to open up, but still there's going to be a risk. There's still going to be a new need of sanitary solutions to workspaces like restaurants and these kind of things.
Right.
They prepared. When they opened those doors,
they were ready.
Here we are. We are ready to up to whatever the regulations and the requirements were for them to be certified as a clean environment for them to work in. They had the documents ready. They had the services ready, and they cannot keep up with the demand. They are doing so well right now, but it was a simple approach and seeing opportunity for when, like I said, we said now, the storm is always for a time. The storm is going on.
It's not forever.
But soon as that opportunity, are you ready with a solution to a problem? Are you ready to adapt a new stream of income, for instance, if the business you currently have has to close up? If the work that you are says, well, sorry guys, we can't keep you and paying you, are you ready with something else? Are you 2 steps ahead of the game? And that brings us to our third and final point, which is to enjoy the small things, enjoy life. Amidst everything that's going on, amidst keeping ourselves busy and productive, we need to also stop and realize what we have and enjoy those things. Enjoy the little things. Yes, we can't go out to the movies and go clubbing and do all the things that we used to, but that just, maybe that's a good thing sometimes, I've heard so many people say amazing things like, oh, I actually got to do this thing that I've never, like you said, never got time to do. And realizing what we actually have and enjoying those things rather than constantly looking for acquiring new things, we can enjoy the things that we do have.
So I will add to what you said that we can be creative of the ways we enjoy life.
Absolutely.
So if we have done it before another way, we can just be creative. It doesn't take a lot of money to enjoy life.
Not at all. In truth, that's the truth. I mean, the most important and the most valuable things we have in life, it's not money that buys them.
And many times people are tricked by this way of thinking that now we go through this tough situation and later on we will start enjoying life when
Oh,
we
yeah.
go through that.
Classic.
Yeah,
That's
so
a classic
then
thinking.
when you have
mentality.
gone through that challenge,
Yeah.
another challenge is waiting for you. So
Yes.
here I am.
And you're like, okay, well now the next thing will come, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, but then you have your
Yeah.
birthday and you realize, oh, is this my age?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean, again, referring back to what we said, successful, it's a way of living life.
Mhm.
Being success is a way
Yeah,
of living
yeah.
life. And that means also that success is not a destination like you mentioned. Now,
Yeah.
success is actually a journey. It's,
And we have to enjoy life.
Yeah.
We have to enjoy the journey.
absolutely.
Yes, so the journey is every day.
Yeah.
And we don't have to miss opportunity to enjoy
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
and to enjoy people we are living with.
That's right.
Yeah, so I also know people that are successful and
Mhm.
don't enjoy life.
Yeah. Yeah.
They give themselves to worries and to.
It's so important
Mm.
because ultimately all the things that we shared today, contributes to being successful and successful in life.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, keeping yourself in shape, putting your focus and
Mhm.
magnifying the right things,
Mhm.
not the wrong things. And that alongside that is to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Amidst working hard, amidst looking for opportunity, amidst, cutting back and being disciplined, enjoy life. You have to enjoy life. And enjoy the small things more than ever, because when we do that, that inspires us and makes us realize, that being grateful is so important. And when we are grateful and we enjoy the little things as well, it helps us to respect the game. Like we
Yes.
mentioned in the previous episode, and in general, like business is a game, and
Yeah.
how we approach things is a game, but also to respect that game. It's not when you let go, like you say, when I have enough, I don't need a budget, I don't care about things. That's not respecting the game. Respecting the game is knowing that, hey, there's certain ways to do things. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. And if I do keep doing the things the right way, I will continue to grow. I will continue to increase. It's not about, like you said, reaching that destination where you just don't care and everything's perfect. That never is going to happen. Yeah.
And when we talk about crisis or storm,
Yeah.
We can have this challenge we can think that it's forever, but it's only for a season. Like
That's
the
right.
storm is just for a while, and
It's
we
for a
have
while.
to keep reminding ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that it's stormy now. I see
Yeah.
that there is problem with my
Yeah.
budget. I see
Yeah.
that my business is
But
not.
it shall pass.
But it's just it's
Like
not.
the storm, it shall pass.
Yeah, the storm
Yeah.
will pass, and
That's
what
right.
we do then after that. So we
That's
have to
right.
focus on that.
Yeah, keep our eyes ahead, looking forward, looking towards the next season, whilst enjoying also the time.
And enjoying the journey.
That's right. So we hope you're inspired, and we hope you learned something from what we shared today. Thank you for joining us, and God bless. Ciao.
See you next time.